By deleting the baby, y'all don't think y'all putting the other factors over the baby's life?
No, I think that when you're thinking about that child, I mean, I guess it depends on why you're doing it. Because I feel like if I was to do that, it's because I don't have the foundation for that child. I couldn't raise the child that I would want to raise. I don't think that I could raise a product of me with what I have right now.
So is a rough upbringing better or worse than deletion? One of the factors of not want to have a kid right now is like, bro, I'm not financially where I want to be. But previously, you said you want a rich dude. So do you think you got the right to have a preference of a rich dude without being there yourself?
I'm rich.
Oh yeah, she get money.
I get money.
Okay.
Like, I get money. He get money too. Like, who gonna trick on who?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried. I can match anything.
Anything.
A
So if he
man
come and
wanna
say,
bring
I
to
got
the
30 racks a month. You said, all right, I got 30 racks a month too.
That's for him to find out. I don't know.
All right, y'all. Welcome back to another episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. Today I got two young women with me. I'm going to need y'all to introduce yourself by name, age, relationship status, and occupation. You can go for it.
My name is Sophia. I am 21. I'm single and I'm an entrepreneur.
Okay.
What's up, y'all? I'm Amory. I am 20 years old. I am very single. And I'm a photographer, content creator, all that.
But the way I'm saying it is disrespectful. So
okay, yeah.
if she's saying something that will make me better, it don't matter. Like, if it's still disrespectful. You see
It
what I'm
does
saying?
matter.
Hell no. If I say, hey, bitch, go to the gym, you don't give a damn what positive message I just said in that sentence.
Yeah.
You like,
you just hear bitch.
Yeah, like you just got me all the way fucked up.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is she just said, I am being respectful by sticking by you and telling you to like do something positive. What I'm saying to her response is that like me telling you to do something positive don't necessarily mean I'm being respectful. Because I can tell you to do something positive in a lot of different ways, but that still don't mean I'm being respectful.
Most people wouldn't do it like you just did, though.
Yeah, and
now
I just feel like you shouldn't be in a relationship with anybody that would talk to you.
That's an extreme example. No, that I disagree with. No, I agree with what you're saying, but I'm saying people don't do that. I agree with you. You shouldn't be with somebody that talk like that. But let's say a lot of girls, I'm not saying y'all do it, y'all probably do. A lot of girls refer to their friends as bitches. Oh, you look like a bad bitch. Or hey, bitch, just casual talk.
Yeah.
Now, using that same logic, you shouldn't be friends with that person. You see what I'm saying? If this person call you out your name, you just said you shouldn't be with somebody that talk to you that way. I agree.
No. So if I was to say, be like, you need to go to the gym, like the way that I'm saying it, like it's not me like, but you need to go to the gym.
Now,
like,
I understand the tone of voice different, so the acceptance of the sentence different.
And it's
but
also
you still using the same.
But also,
words.
It's how you're meaning it. Like if I was to say one or the other to her, it means something different.
Okay.
And I think that and a lot of girls have that understanding. Like when that word is being used, what's the meaning behind it?
So would you prefer your dude saying, "This is my woman" or "This is my bitch"?
I would never be with anybody with call me the B word.
Now, you just
because it means something differently.
You just explained. When y'all use it with friends, the intention behind it is not a negative intention.
It's enduring, yes.
So you will accept it. If I say, yeah, guys, this is my bitch right here with you too, that's not a negative intention.
No, it's not negative, but that's the kind of dude you would be. Like that would kind of let me know the kind of guy that you are. You don't.
So why would you accept that from your friend, not your guy? Because who do more for you?
But listen, say it's me and a white guy, and he was to call me the N word, and I was to call my black friend the N word. Wouldn't it mean something different?
Okay, now the white dude got a history on his race, and people saying that word got a history of oppression behind it. The dude saying it do not got a history behind it. So saying the white person saying it versus your dude calling you a bitch is not synonymous, because the white dude calling you a bitch is like, it's more that come with it. this dude don't got a history of doing shit to you.
The B word came almost as like a disrespectful word. I'm pretty sure it originated as something disrespectful to women.
Okay.
Because I'm pretty sure that's how it originated. So when we took it back, just as black people have taken back the N word as an enduring term, us girls can use it together if we're using it in a meaningful way. Like if I'm gonna say, if I'm going to use it that way, it means something differently. Now, if I was to be with a guy and he was to call me that, I wouldn't accept that because it means something almost a little different. Like to say that this is my B, like it almost means almost like possession. I feel like that's kind of how I see it. Like
now,
you are over me.
You saying this my girl is still the same possession. Like bitch and girl don't.
I mean,
change
yes,
the
but it's a little bit more like.
Well, tell me what I'm missing.
Have you ever called a man a bitch?
Yes.
Have you seen how he reacts to that?
Yes, but he still reacted like a bitch because I call him a bitch like for a reason. But I get you saying, a dude that wasn't a bitch will react different. So I understand what you're saying.
Any experience I've had in hearing men being called a bitch, seeing men being called a bitch, they don't play. It gets. So why would they call the woman they love that term as well?
Okay, now I'm gonna say this. That question I don't think fit this conversation, and I'm gonna explain why. Me and my friends don't call each other bitches. Well, why? Because of exactly what you just explained.
Those are your friends. Why are you not calling your friend that? You calling your enemy that?
No, I'm saying some dudes, and I think this stupid if you're a dude and you do this. Some dudes do the same thing females do, like as a sign of endearment, like between their partners, they just talk like that, like bitch ass nigga. You see what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Me and my friends don't do that. When you do that, you got one chance because it probably just slipped out. You probably was just with some other niggas 30 minutes ago to talk like that. Around me, you're not gonna call me that. You're not gonna call one of my homies that. Even if we cool, I will beat the shit out you, even though you my homie, for saying bitch, even if it's in an enduring way. Now, the reason I said I don't think your example fit this situation is because of that. Though I wouldn't call my girl a bitch. Why? Because I don't accept that language at all. But women accept that language. So since I don't accept it from one person, I won't accept it from nobody, nor would I put that word on nobody unless I'm intending for conflict to come behind it. If a girl used that word freely with her friends, and then she try to section off when I'm gonna use the word, when I won't use the word, am I understanding the reasoning behind it? Yeah, like I get it. But do I think it's smart? No, I still think it's stupid as hell. Like if you don't like the bitch word, don't use the bitch word. It's really in the way that
it's being used, because I would get mad if even a girl was to call me the B word in like a aggressive way. I would. Let's say not aggressive because
the dude was saying it aggressive. If he say, yeah, this is my bitch.
But that's just the kind of guy that I would. It's not even aggressive. It's just that's not the kind of guy I would want to be with. Like I wouldn't want you to address me as such. Now my friend, I wouldn't want her if I'm meeting somebody and like, oh yeah, this is my so and so. I probably wouldn't. I wouldn't accept it. Like call me by my name or call me by like this. I'm your friend. Like I don't know. I feel like it's a little different between girls and also the way that you're using it too. Okay. Like I don't think that I would accept if a guy was to call me that because of the history of that word.
Now, this is what I want to ask y'all. Who do y'all think do more for y'all, your man or your friend?
Do more for you?
Do more for you.
Like
who is more of an asset in your life, your man or your friend? We're not saying no nigga you just met 2 weeks ago. Your real man, like if you, or your friend.
I mean, I don't know. Like they serve different purposes.
Like who purposes got more value?
I mean, if I'm with a man for multiple years and that's like my forever, I would hope that he serves the most value in my life.
Okay. So you feel the same?
But my friend will always serve value.
No, I'm not saying your friend is not valuable.
I know.
I'm just saying like, okay, so both y'all agree on the man serves more value than your friend.
He has potential to. Yeah.
All right, you've been friends with this person for 5 years. You've been with your man for 5 years. Who served more value?
I think that it's kind of like it depends. I think that sometimes your friend could serve more value within a time limit. Your friend could serve more value, but also I feel like when you get to know a man and being around a guy, you kind of it's almost a different person of who you are, and you don't always share that with your friends, and there's something wrong with that. But I definitely think that a guy gets a different part of you, and you stretch a different part of yourself, and you learn a lot more about yourself because you're with somebody all the time and kind of like are sharing your life with this person. So I think that in a way, I think that your man would serve more of or hold more value or serve you more of a person because they're kind of like with you, like kind of as you're growing and y'all are growing into each other. Like with your friend, I mean, you're always going to grow into each other, but your friend most of the time has their own life of their own, and they're also looking for that person that's going to serve more of a purpose. But I do think it depends. I think that if you're with somebody they're going to be your friend and they're also going to be your partner. But then with your friend, it's just like, you're my friend and you serve a purpose. But I guess it really depends.
Okay, so say I'll be our answer is you can't pick one. Like
I don't.
I'm gonna give you 3 options. Either you can't decide, the man or the friend.
I mean, I can't decide. I don't think that one holds more value than the other because I definitely, like with Sophia, I share a lot with Sophia that I wouldn't share with my man. And I think there would be some things that I would share with my man that I wouldn't share with Sophia.
Okay. What you think? 5 years for both of them, the friend and the partner. The man, the friend, or you can't decide?
Knowing myself, I've never been in a long relationship. Yeah. So that man would know me inside out. Yeah. Know all the vulnerableness and see that side that nobody else sees. He would hold that value for me, I think. Because he would know so much that other people don't. But like right now in my life, my friend
not right now.
Holds the most value.
Not right now. We don't use the example. Both of them been 5 years.
Yeah, I said man.
The man, okay. Yeah. So, before I go into what I was finna say, I ain't gonna lie. If I was watching this podcast and I was either one of y'all boyfriends, we would have a serious problem after this podcast.
What?
What?
Look how long it took to say, you said you can't decide. And you had to explain the different reasons of why the dude is more valuable. In my head, it should have been no question. Like, if somebody was to ask me, what's more valuable, my homies or my girl? I don't care if I've been with my homies 10 years and my girl 5 years. It's my girl, 100%. Mm-hmm. So, hearing the flip side of it.
I mean, I feel like if I had a man right now, then maybe.
Right. Like, maybe if we weren't, like, single as we would probably think that. But.
So, in my head, it ain't no comparison. Like, with your partner, you're going to have kids. That's the number one priority off rip. So, if that's the number one priority and this the person you had the kids with, your friend not finna take care of these damn kids like your partner finna take care of the kids. Yeah. They automatically put your partner up top. If marriage one of your goals, you damn sure ain't marrying your friend unless y'all got some freaky shit under the table going on. So they put your they put your partner at the top. I'm sure you gonna want a crib, like whatever type of crib you want, goddamn penthouse or big picket fence. I highly doubt you move in with your friend as a grown ass adult. Right now, y'all probably do it. As a grown ass adult, you with your family, she with her family. I highly doubt y'all finna put 2 families in this one goddamn house. Hell no. It do sound bad, goddamn. I don't want to wake up to hear your kid. I already gotta wake up to hear my kid yell. If I wake up because your kid yelling, I'm pissed off. So in all the areas that matter, you share these moments with your partner.
I don't think that, especially me, I don't think I'm in the space to fully answer that question because I haven't experienced that with somebody.
I haven't experienced it either, but I know this is the most valuable shit in life.
But I mean, yeah, but it's like I don't know that. I haven't felt that. Mm-hmm. I felt a lot of value with my friends, and I probably have felt way more value with my friends than I have with a man because my friends are still here.
So, what do you think will bring you more happiness, having friends or having a child?
Like, what do you think?
Like,
I'm about to turn
as of right now, having friends.
Okay.
I mean, like, I don't think I can take care of a kid right now, and I think it would be a burden to my life as of right now.
Okay. Let me reframe the question because I don't want to have a kid right now either. Goddamn.
Yeah,
So let me reframe the question. If you had to pick, would you not have friends for the rest of your life, or would you not have kids? Like, would you keep friends in your life and never have kids, or had the potential to one day have kids and not have friends?
I just feel like if I didn't have friends around me, I just wouldn't have a life. Like I wouldn't. So say for example, I was to grow up and have a kid, and my whole life revolved around my kid.
Yeah,
that just wouldn't be life to me.
Okay, so you would pick the friends and no kid, like.
I think I would rather have
The rich
people
auntie.
around. Yeah, I think I would rather have people around me rather than my entire life being a kid. Now, I do believe in starting your own generation and keeping that going, like keeping your family going.
But just for this example.
For this example, I think I would rather have people around me than just having my life focus around just one person.
Okay. What about you? Would you, if you had to pick, would you have friends and no kids? Or do you want the potential to have kids and you will lose access to friends?
This is hard because I've like always dreamt about kids.
Yeah, this is a difficult question. This is a difficult question for sure.
And I'm like a 2 friend type of chick.
Yeah. So
like,
these 2 friends really mean something.
So this is like very difficult. But like my friends could have kids.
Okay.
So I wouldn't be like fully, but I would be pretty sad if I had to live my whole life and I wasn't able to have kids.
Yeah.
But luckily, this isn't real. So I should start thinking about it like,
yeah,
for real. I'm gonna have a daughter.
Yeah, this is the first time I asked this question. This is a difficult question, unless you're a person that like really don't hang out, like you don't have friends.
Yeah.
But so you would pick the friends too? For the rest of your life, no kids. That little daughter you wanted to style up, she never gonna exist.
Like, I know for a fact I'm gonna have the time of my life with my kids. Like, I know that.
Yeah. Cause you still got your husband.
I would still have my husband.
You still got your husband.
And my husband's gonna be my best friend, so I think I would choose kids.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now,
because I would be I'm like born to be a mom. Like, I'm such a mom.
Now, what would be the difficulties in your life if you was to chose the inverse? Like, why didn't you pick the friends?
In my life, friends have been pretty temporary.
Okay.
And kids are forever.
Okay. Now,
I don't know what else to say about this. It's so hypothetical that like
this is the thing I just thought of when she answered. You choosing to not have kids, let's say, not wishing this on nobody, it's a situation where you can't have kids. I don't know what be wrong with eggs, like why some people can't have kids, whatever. But let's say you can't have kids. This might influence your potential to get a husband. Because when you meet a man and you tell him that, this might cause a rift in the relationship. So not only are you picking the friends over the baby, you damn near picking the friends over the husband.
I mean, I think that if it was the situation where I just I could not have kids, I would want my husband to still be with me because of who I am. Like, regardless of not being able to have that kid, if that was like my medic situation where I just could not have kids, I would still want somebody to be with me because of who I am. Like, regardless if I couldn't have kids. I mean, I definitely understand that, like, you wanting to have that family, but I would just want to be accepted as who I am, like, not just because I have a uterus.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, this last one was funny. I don't know why.
No bars.
Now, what I say about that, like the being accepted thing, I ain't gonna lie. I've been hearing this like wording for a minute. My thought process on it is, I don't think it's realistic. Like just being accepted, because if I say,
not being accepted because you couldn't have a kid.
I wouldn't necessarily say just because of that, because you probably meet a dude that don't want to have a kid or whatever. So I was just saying, like, period, like that wording, like a lot of people use it. The reason I don't, like, people will say, accept me how I come. You good. You can walk in front of it if it ain't no room behind it. Oh, there, you good. But I often say a lot of folks be like, oh, accept me how I am. The problem with this is that's unrealistic as hell. Like if both of y'all want dudes who got some paper, and I say I'm broke as hell, accept me how I am, you be like, fuck no. You see what I'm saying? So you might run into a lot of them though, like the dudes you try to date, if you just be like, well, accept me, like what you do, like you probably do check out these other boxes. But if one of their main boxes is I want to have a kid, you limit yourself, like you exclude yourself from them type of men.
I mean, yes and no. I just feel like if you really liked me, there's so many other ways to go about having a kid. Like that, I feel like that shouldn't be a huge deterrent. Now, if that's something that's a priority for you, then I think that's okay. Yeah. Like I think that's totally realistic to have that. I need somebody that's able to have a kid. I think that's totally acceptable. But in my case, if I was to not be able to have a kid, I would want to be with somebody that would accept that. Like I wouldn't want to be with anybody that's like nagging all the time. Oh, I wish you could have a baby, or I wish you could do this. Okay, I can't do nothing about it. Yeah. So let's figure this out. Like if you like me enough, you would go to lengths to try to figure it out. Like we could pay for a surrogate, we could adopt. I mean, in this situation, I think that there's so many other ways to go about that one thing. Like it just shouldn't be a deterrent for who I am. Like you're so cool and you check every other box, but you can't have a baby, so I'm gonna leave you alone.
Now I want to ask y'all this. This just popped in my head from this question. You asked the last one we start you. If you get pregnant right now, and I'm assuming y'all don't want to have a kid right now by y'all else.
Correct.
If you get pregnant right now, keep the kid or abortion? Yeah, fuck that question.
I can't even answer that question. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It hit you out of nowhere. Oh, I'm pregnant. What you doing?
I can't answer that one.
I probably would not follow through with the pregnancy due to the position in my career. Also being single. So, yeah.
What if the dude saying, like, I'm gonna stay though? He ain't no, I'm gonna leave you.
I want to get married before I have babies.
Okay. Now.
That's
you
that.
You get pregnant right now. It hit you out the blue. You wasn't expecting it?
I'm not answering that question.
So we know what the answer is. I'm sure both of y'all probably got the same answer. Now, if the dude saying he gonna stay, the main problem you said is like you think it interfere with your progress in your career.
I'm not ready for a child. I have a dog child, and
so,
he's enough.
Why don't you think you're ready?
I'm 21 years old.
So and younger, though.
And I don't have a boyfriend or a fiance or a husband. So
I just feel like babies put your life on pause.
Babies just aren't really in the picture for me.
It definitely make it harder. I say that.
Yeah.
It definitely adds some resistance. Now, this is what I want to ask y'all. Y'all said, well, you said you had friends of the kid. I'm going to assume what your answer would have been on the previous question. And you said, man, you take the other route too. Now, what I want to ask y'all is, the first line of defense for the kid, usually the mother. Like, the first line of defense. Like, no matter how old this kid is, this kid can be a baby, this kid can be grown as hell. If somebody mess with the kid, the mama attack goddamn. So, since that's not the case in this situation, if y'all will put other factors above the kid.
What?
The other factors being you said.
Now we putting factors over our own child.
You just put the factors up. Did you not just say yes, you will get rid of the baby because of your career, because you don't got a man? These other factors that you putting over the kid.
This baby doesn't exist. Anyway.
But if the baby was to exist, you putting other factors over the kid.
Not necessarily.
No.
It's almost like you're looking out for that baby. Like you're not in a stable situation to have a kid. I know if I was to have a kid right now, my kid would not have the life I would want my kid to have.
Exactly.
Okay. Now, do that kid stop you from having that life? No. Do that kid add some resistance?
I think that the kid could stop you.
Hell nah.
I definitely do.
If you got the work ethic, the kid will make it difficult. I'm not saying the kid won't make it more difficult, But will the kid stop you from getting to that point? Hell no.
I mean, not
if
necessarily.
you got the work ethic, you gonna get there.
It's gonna take a lot.
It will.
Because like taking care of a child, a baby,
right.
like just when we went to New York, the effort she had to do to go find a babysitter and things for her dog.
Yeah.
That was a lot. And like, yeah, it was a lot of resistance. I mean, we still did it, but like that's a lot. And especially if you were to have a newborn baby, that's a lot of resistance. That puts
24/7.
Yeah, and that puts a lot of pause on your life.
Okay.
And I don't think that you could fully go for the things. I mean, like, I think that you could, because I think that anything is possible, but it would be very hard for you to fully if you have really big dreams, I feel like it would take a lot on your life to really go out and do what you want to do.
Okay. Now, the equivalent would be somebody just born in fucked up situations. Like they probably don't got both parents. They probably don't got no parents. Probably grew up in a foster home, all type of shit, homeless. But no matter what your damn situation is, no matter how hard it is, could it put you at a disadvantage? You damn right. Do it stop you from reaching the ultimate goal? Hell nah. So if one of the reasons for you to not go through with the pregnancy is because the child wouldn't be in the best position it could be, you choosing for the child not to be in that position. Because if you get pregnant, let's say you had to put in 8 hours a day of working on your craft, like in order to get where you want to be in the next few years. Now that you got a kid, you probably got to put in a couple additional hours, because when you had the kid, you wouldn't focus all the way. All right, cool. So instead of 8 hours,
burnout. I feel like when you have a kid, you would be so burnt out, and it would take so much effort. Like, I think that it's totally possible, yes, but it would take almost twice the amount of effort to go out and do what you wanted to do. Like for Sophia's case, if she was to be in New York with a kid and having to go around New York styling and picking up clothes and doing all that, and having to have somebody take care of that kid, or having to figure out things, or even having to bring the kid along, that would put so much resistance on what she wanted to do. And then also, I don't think that kid would even have a good upbringing, because she's out doing what she wanted to do, and that kid is maybe who's taking care of that kid.
Okay.
I think that it would put so much resistance on your life, because if you truly want to go out and do what you wanted to do, you're neglecting that kid. But then if you also are caring for this kid so much, you're neglecting what you wanted to do. So I think that having a kid does put a lot of pause on your life, and you have to just figure out when you want to do that, especially within your situation. I think you definitely have to be in a stable situation to have a kid.
I know.
Or to successfully.
I'd agree with that.
To successfully raise a kid.
Now, I don't want to have a kid right now. I hope I'm not jinxing myself with this podcast. But even though I don't want to have a kid right now, if I was to get my girl pregnant, I wouldn't tell her to get rid of the baby. It got psychological effects on the woman. I'm not a woman, so I don't even know what you're going to deal with, so I don't even want to take that risk of putting you through that. Then it's like, I don't want to be in a position where I'm putting anything else over life. Like, say, like, if you want to get successful, is the monetary value you reach in your life more important than another human being's life?
I didn't know we were going to get into this. Like,
I don't think that it's more important, but I think that it's important to have that. I mean, a kid's not cheap. And I think that when you're raising a kid from birth to however old you're going to keep taking care of the kid, it's not going to be cheap.
Right.
So you need to be in a position to be able to take care of that kid.
Now, let's get something straight. Am I disagreeing with you at all? Hell nah. Like, I'm on point with you. Like, don't have a kid till you financially successful. Don't have a kid till you got the time, resources, everything to do so. I'm not, like, let's make that clear in case I didn't state that like previously, which I don't think I did. I 100% agree with what they're saying. But in the event where a surprise do happen, which I ain't gonna cap, I've been saying this for a long time, I don't really think it be surprises. I don't think dudes be surprisingly getting girls pregnant. I think they be saying they pulled out, really didn't, but that's a conversation for a different day. If the event happened where it sneak up on you, then you gotta make a decision. Do I keep the kid and risk me not becoming the person I want to be? Or do I get rid of the kid and really have all my attention focused on whatever goals I have set? Now, by choosing one or the other, you directly saying one outweigh the other. So I'm saying I don't know
Yes
if
and
it's
no.
smart to choose
And also,
the success
that
outweigh the
a
life.
baby could also be remade. I feel like
Not that one. That one
not
gone
that
forever.
specific one, but you've never met it.
Right. I do agree with that. Like the emotional attachment not there.
I think that it could be remade, but I also think that there's just it's very situational.
There's so
very
many
situational.
different factors that go
I
into
agree.
it
Yeah.
as far as support,
Yeah.
who the partner is,
Yeah.
how old you are, what position you're in, because that money you're putting towards your goals will turn into money you're
For your
putting
baby.
into your kid.
Yep.
And then you don't have that money for your goals, and then all of a sudden you don't have money to get your own food. You know, because we're so young that, I mean, I know there's people our age having children.
Yeah.
And
Shit a lot.
whether I agree with that or not doesn't matter. But I personally, at 21, I don't know how the funds, the mental capacity, the ability to have a kid, because we haven't even weighed in the postpartum depression.
Yeah.
Like, you can't just have a baby and then poof, all right, I want to focus on my business again. I think I speak for both Marie and I when I say, like, we want soft pregnancies where we can enjoy having our baby and having a break. And once we have a baby, having that dedicated time and it being beautiful and soft and luxurious.
Yeah.
You know, not, we got to get back to work, got to get back, pay the bills. No, like, when we both are in that position in some years, we'll both have that luxurious, soft experience.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I want to end this topic because I don't want to go too deeper into this topic. I want to end this topic on this. So by, what's YouTube friendly words? Deleting the baby. By deleting the baby, y'all don't think y'all putting the other factors over the baby's life?
No,
Okay.
I think that when you're thinking about that child, I mean, I guess it depends on why you're doing it. Because I feel like if I was to do that, it's because I don't have the foundation for that child.
Okay.
I couldn't raise the child that I would want to raise. I don't think that I could raise a product of me with what I have right now.
So is a rough upbringing better or worse than deletion? I
mean, I could argue that because there's a lot of people with a rough upbringing that are top of whatever right now. There's also kids with a rough upbringing that are in jail, and so
died or something.
Yeah,
and so it
but
say
very
situational.
The rough upbringing we talking about is financial though.
Not even. It's also mindset too. I don't think that I've lived enough life to even raise another life. I couldn't really teach much. I mean, I could definitely teach you with what I know, but there's so much more that I have not experienced to where I wouldn't be able to teach that kid a lot of things. I mean, like when you're raising a kid, that kid don't know nothing and they're learning it from you and also the outside world. And so if I don't have that foundation to raise somebody, I don't think that kid would honestly grow up to be
cool rings on. Keep talking.
Thank you. But I don't think that kid could grow up to be what I would want to produce.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you the same question. Is a rough upbringing worse or better than deletion?
Deletion.
I can't think of a better word.
I think that it's, in some situations, I think that it can be worse.
Okay.
I've seen, like, homeless people with kids, and their kids are out here on the streets,
So do you think you would be homeless?
That's
from that?
I think
from
that
having a kid right now?
Me?
Yeah. Because
No.
we're talking about you in this situation.
Oh, if we're talking about me, if I had a baby right now, that baby would not have a troubled childhood.
Yeah.
Okay? That baby would be spoiled. I mean, I have a big family.
Okay, that's good. Take a village.
And I mean, if you can see how much I spoil my dog, you can tell how much I would spoil a child.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's not even in the question. But with both options, a woman will deal with so many things in her mind, like whether she deletes it or has the baby,
Yeah.
It's not by any means an easy decision for anyone, I don't think. Yeah.
Now, we're done with the deletion topic, y'all. This last topic, then we're gonna get about it. This question more fitting to you off your previous answer. I don't know if it'll fit you, but we'll still try to make it fit, goddamn. So one of the factors of not wanting to have a kid right now is like, bro, I'm not financially where I want to be. But previously, you said you want a rich dude. So do you think you got the right to have a preference of a rich dude without being there yourself?
I'm rich.
Oh yeah, she get money.
I get money.
Okay.
I get money. He get money too. Like who gonna trick on who?
Okay.
Yeah. No, I'm not worried. I can match anything.
Anything.
A
So if he
man
come
wanna
to you
bring
saying, I
to
got
the-
30 racks a month. You said, all right, I got 30 racks a month too.
That's for him to find out. I don't know.
You know what's coming in your damn bank account.
But that's not for you to know.
It's not for me to know. But I'm saying.
Yeah, so I said it's for him to know when he come find out.
So if we say a rich dude, what's the top 10%? I think the top 10% not a lot. Top 10% probably like, I think it's a little under 100,000 or a little over. So say if he higher than 10%, let's say he making 200,000 a year. He making bread. Now this a rich dude, like the 80,000, 100,000 a year. Like this a dude that's like making bread, like that's good bread. But if a dude come you making 200 plus, this the dude that matches the description. Like this the rich dude. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So if he on that level, but you not on that level yet, do you think that hinders you in wanting to do with that stature?
No, that's great. The more the merrier.
Okay. So
I mean, I don't think any. I don't know if this is part of your question, but it was before. Like, I don't think any man's amount of money coming in would make me not want to do my work anymore.
Okay.
Like, I don't think. I do want to be like a housewifey. Like, I want to be a wifey. I mean, I love cooking. I can't wait to cook for my kids and stuff like that.
Okay.
But I still am gonna do my thing. But the cool thing about my job is that I can do it from anywhere, pretty much. So I would like to be at home in my nice mansion, cooking, dancing, drinking my wine. You know, that's part of the goal too. But that's years to come. I'm grinding right now.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask you the same similar question. Is it unfair for a woman to want the preference of a dude that's making a number she not making?
No.
Why not?
I think that if you're a woman that wants somebody who's going to provide for you, then that's not unfair.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. This pretty much how I feel on it. Like a lot of dudes say women gold diggers. This is my take on the gold digger topic. I say, I'm not gonna say women can't be gold diggers, but it's difficult to call a woman a gold digger. That's your job. So, like, I feel like the only way.
I mean,
I feel like the only way she a gold digger is if she really don't find no interest in you. You see what I'm saying? Like, but if she finds interest in you, I don't even want to just say interest. If she want to move forward with you, bro, you can't call her gold. I don't care if she making zero. If she really in her heart want to move forward with you, and you make, let's say she work at McDonald's and she work part time. Let's say she making $13,000 a year, bro, but you making $250,000 a year. Can you call her a gold digger? I don't think so.
I mean, no.
Is it attractive to her? Damn right. Like, it's a different lifestyle. You a dude of power, of status. Is it attractive? I'm sure her fucking eyes light up. But can we call her a gold digger?
No.
That's your job, man. Like, your job is to, like you said, make her life easy. You was referring to it with pregnancy, like make her pregnancy life easy. But I say the whole way around, like make her life easy. Part of you making her life easy is you supporting her financially. So unless she just, like you said, I come on a day 500 on the table as soon as I walk through this motherfucker, you can't call her a gold digger. You can't call her nothing negative.
If that was like a man like that I was actually interested in, like we would have probably been married.
I see that. I see that. So We gonna go wrap it up on that one, y'all. If you rich and you a dude she actually like, she'll marry you. Hit her up. If you in law school, medical school, or law school, hit her up. You got a good chance at marriage. If you drip too hard and you in law school, rich as hell, cannabis industry,
hit me up.
No.
Hey, you got a higher chance. You drip too hard. Now, y'all say y'all social medias so they can get it, y'all in. We'll wrap it up for them.
Instagram, it's Fia's World.
Make sure you say the mic today.
It's Fia's World. Clothing brand, it's Your World. World without the O. So WRLD. And other clothing brand, Outfits by Fia. Outfits with the PH. Like Fia.
Yeah.
But we'll write it on the screen.
Yeah. I'm gonna put it in the description.
And the websites are the same, just with the .com.
Yes, that's key.
Period. My Instagram is amari.ashley. Hit me up for photography, marketing needs, things of that.
Shoot your shot, middle school.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. Y'all know where to catch us on the next episode of the Don't Be a Viking podcast. I'll holler at y'all.